Welcome back. Today I'm going to fix the third function on my Kobota tractor. The third function broke last time I was out. The button got stuck, so I called Summit Hydraulics. They sent me out another joystick with all the wiring, so I'm going to install that today. Last time when it broke, we diagnosed the problem and we did a temporary fix using another switch that was for the remote on the back, which worked out good. But now we're going to set it back to the way it's supposed to be. First, I'm going to show you what we did last time, the temporary fix and how we diagnosed the problem. And then we can show you how to fix the actual solution. All right, so the issue I had, I grabbed that piece of wood that you see on the grapple. And after that, the loader wouldn't go up or down. It got stuck there. And I couldn't even dump it. I couldn't open the grapple. So initially I thought was the pump that had an issue with the hydraulics. So came over here, looked around. We thought maybe it was this lock thing here, that the valve lock, because it doesn't move as freely as I think it should, but that wasn't it. I checked the hydraulic fluid. We have plenty of fluid in there, so that wasn't the problem. We could tell the pump was working, because if you did the curling motion, that would work, but the up and down wouldn't work. 3-point wouldn't work, wouldn't lift up or down. So my neighbor came over, helped me diagnose the problem, and what we found was that this button is always on. So back here, this valve, we tested this one. This is the open of the grapple, and when you press a button, you get voltage, and you let go the button, there's no voltage. This one had voltage 100% of the time, so which means that the button is stuck. It also feels a little different. Like when you press it, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like it's actually working properly. So that's stuck on. So this valve was always open, and that's why everything else wouldn't work. So that's the problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass, instead of using the buttons here to be a little cumbersome, I'm going to use this valve, which is connected to these controls over here, and see if that works. It'll be a little cumbersome to use, but for now that will work until I get a new button replaced. Put it over here. Take this. Put it over here. Leave this disconnected. And okay, so this is the kit they sent me. It's the actual joystick. This is the button that died, so that's the new one. So we have to connect this to the hydraulic valve, and then this to the electronics of the tractor so that it works. They also sent the instructions, which I don't really need since I've done it before, and the tool to loosen and tighten these. Okay. The other stuff in the kit, these are basically to connect the electronics to the tractor. But these are now spares. I don't really need them because I already have the previous ones on the tractor. The first thing we're gonna do is take this joystick off and put on the new one. I already removed the wires from the tractor, so what I gotta do is I located the wiring loom from the joystick. I cut the wires. For now I'm just gonna strip this wires here. this thing would work. I'll solder this later, but for now we're just gonna test it. See if it works. I didn't bring electrical tape, but it's all right. So the joystick comes with a couple of inserts to accommodate different thickness of the actual stick itself. So this one requires only 2 spacers to insert. There's one that's stuck on there already. So what I would do is put that on there like so, just to quick test it. So we'll plug it in for the port, and then plug it into the power. So last time for the temporary fix, we took the connectors for this valve and put them here so that we could use the other switch. So now we're gonna put those back for the rear remotes. All right, now I'm going to test it. I'm going to turn on the tractor and test it. Hopefully it works. You know, fingers crossed. All right, as you can see, I'm pretty happy. It does work. So all I have to do is button this all up and put it back into the sleeve that was there, and run the wires underneath and zip them up so that it doesn't, they don't get ripped out by the brush and sticks and so forth. I'm pretty happy I fixed this relatively easy. Thanks to Summit Hydraulics for sending me the kit in such a short time. It only took a couple of days. Please like, subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you.